Hello Capricorn, welcome to your mid-September reading. We're going to be getting messages on love and on career. And I want to say I so appreciate you guys liking, subscribing. It really makes a big difference and it makes me feel wonderful. It reminds me that I am doing this for a reason, that there are people who are benefiting because it is such a calling. And so it's that confirmation. So thank you. All right, you guys, getting right into it. I've been having a lot of fun doing the weeklies. Check those out. They're only a minute long, and yours have been really cool lately. I do them, typically post them on like one a day for each sign. So yours is coming up soon. Career for my Capricorns. 7 of Swords. Okay, let's just keep getting a couple out before I get clarity. So 7 of Swords talks about the wool being pulled over one's eyes, the things that we don't see. Usually it includes others. We have the Hermit energy, which is major arcana, and we have the 9 of Swords, and then the World card. Okay, so some interesting energies here. What I will say is that there's an element of going inside. With the Hermit, it's talking about the inherent wisdom that we all have. And sometimes when we can't rely on our eyes and our ears to tell us what we feel, to confirm how we're feeling, that's when we go inward with that lantern. That lantern represents that inner emotional intelligence, the ability to tap into a deeper truth. And that's kind of download energy. And what I mean by download energy is like those, just the knowing of things. All of a sudden it just appears in your head. So let's get clarity on that card, that Hermit. Why are we getting this card? Okay. Some of you guys might have received somebody may have sent you a text or an email. Somebody might have said something to you, but you're realizing something, okay? Okay. This is affecting your friend group, your sense of longevity in those relationships, your sense of security in those relationships. And so this is all a career reading, right? So this is talking about relying on your instincts over what you've heard others tell you. This could be coworkers or even friends around work. Somehow we've got 9 of Swords. Whatever it is, you've actually, with work, this is talking to the Capricorns out there that have been feeling stressed or overthinking. Something comes in, this bright light, this possibility and this hope comes in when while you're feeling stressed. Tell us about this Star card. Yeah, and it's somebody who is compassionate. So kind of in your stress, there is somebody who's compassionate, caring, and it's almost like a voice of reason here. Now that could be self-compassion, that you know, but it's almost like prayers are going to be answered. We have World card. Tell us about the World card. Now, there could be travel involved with the World card. We have travel. We have people from other places. And whether that's in your country or in your town, they might have exotic ideas or they might seem different from you somehow. You're being challenged to open your mind. One sec. It's a very dynamic reading. It's a very interesting reading. It's not a simple one. Couldn't be simple for you, could it, Capricorn? So you do have Capricorn energy. You're coming out. The Devil is Capricorn energy. And so there's travel. This is recent travel or very soon. And the Emperor card. The Emperor card is your boss. It's a boss-like energy. Tell me more about the Emperor. Okay, so I do feel like this is an interesting reading. It is a complicated reading. There is a sense of a little bit of a deception and trying to cut through that, trying to see exactly what is going on, and you're only getting part of the story with your eyes and ears. So the feeling of going inside, going inward with a hermit energy to really kind of suss out what's going on, and you might not be able to rely on your typical sources, your coworkers or friends. I do feel like there's somebody who comes out here, who pokes out as a compassionate energy, and they are coming forward with fresh messages. There's going to be communication soon. I feel like this person sees the situation. They're coming forward to give insight. And their energy is going to be, and they could be a water sign. They could have characteristics of the water signs, which is creative, compassionate, sympathetic, empathetic, more on the emotional side. But they, I think, are going to see the situation and enlighten you with information. They're going to give you a message. So text, something quick. It's going to happen quick. Hangman, it's going to give you perspective. Yeah. All right. Talk to me a little bit more about this 5 of Cups. I do feel like maybe a boss disappointed you. That's not going to be everybody. There's a sense of independence coming through here. Interesting. Give me a sec, please. Has a feeling of making the most of a situation and actually dodging, but like a situation doesn't have to end. It doesn't have to end just because somebody here disappointed you, possibly a boss. Maybe they're on the emotional side. Maybe you wish you had somebody, or you wish that what was in charge was a little bit more cut and dry and reliable. But you are dodging a bullet by like your own independence doesn't have to, you don't have to end what's going on. You don't have to end this job or this relationship or with this company or what have you, because there's a way of being independent of it. Having your cake and eating it too. Very interesting. Any more energy on this King of Swords? I do feel like you're kind of in a no bullshit place. Page of Swords. There's a lot of communication here. I mean, this is a lot of Ace of Swords, Page of Swords has flipped, you know. So yeah, I do feel like you're going to be communicating about any sense of deception or disappointment. Queen of Swords, you're drawing boundaries, you're drawing a line in the sand. And what's interesting is that at first you don't have enough information to do that. So it's tough when you have a feeling about something and you're so certain of it, but you can't rely on just the small keyhole of a viewpoint that you've had so far. You need a bigger picture, and that King of Cups here is going to come forward with some messages to give you perspective, and keeping in mind that it doesn't have to close up this chapter in the traditional way. You can actually you can be independent of this. That's a really interesting reading. Thank you for, if that resonated, please hit the like button, show me, and feel free to leave me a comment. I always so appreciate feedback, or, and if you don't feel like divulging that information, you know, claim it. Claim it or don't claim it. And, you know, if this doesn't resonate, don't make it fit. Love reading. Let's do love. Capricorns, love. Capricorns and love. what we've all been waiting for. I feel this calling to do 2 columns, one for singles and a reading for couples, okay? That's what we're doing. Going about it a little unorthodox, but I will say that out of all the readings I've done today, like my fingers have been, my hands, my palms have been tingling a lot with you, which is always a sign, you know, speaking to the ones that need to hear it. Okay, 2 out for singles. We've got 1 out so far. Well, 3 apparently. Okay, we've got the 4 of Wands about stability, right? 4 of Wands for our singles. And we've got the Star card. Nice. Now, somebody might have recently been passed up. Either they passed you up or you passed them up. But what you have on your side is there, for some of you guys, there's going to be an engagement coming up. And I would consider saying yes, even if you don't feel like going to a wedding or going to an anniversary party or and whatever it is, a reunion. A little late in the year for reunions, but consider saying yes, because this is coming out with a Star card. Keep in mind, if this is resonating, if you were passed up for somebody else, or it slipped through your fingers, like a love offer slipped through your fingers, somehow it was for a reason. Like spirit is looking out for you. The Star card is beautiful. It's ruled by Aquarian energy. It's expansive. It's the prayers granted card. And the reason why she's naked in the picture is to symbolize you don't need any false coverings. You are going to be loved. You need to be loved for who you are. And the reason why this didn't work out, it was going to threaten the stability that you've created all so far with 4 of Wands. And spirit is looking out for you. And it's been listening to your prayers. And there's a very solid reason why this person has gone away, okay? We're going to get a few more cards out on that. Tell us about the Star card. We'd like to know more about who's coming up next for our Taurus. Or excuse me, our Capricorn. I just did Taurus. Let me, I'm just gonna, it just slipped out of my mouth, but I've been thinking Capricorn this entire time. Okay, so we do have somebody coming who is fiscally responsible. They might be earlier in their career or in their money-making journey. They could be moving a little bit slow. So this feels like somebody who's maybe recently gotten certified or started a business or gotten a new job, but they're in the place of like being strategic, careful, they're responsible with their money, bringing it in. It holds great promise, but they might be early in that, so they'll be making more money down the road. But you do have this Knight coming in. We've got King of Swords. You might be a little, keep an open mind, my lovies. Keep an open mind, please. Because I think at first you might be like, no, like, you know, I see them coming in tentatively, slowly, carefully. And at first your energy is like, what? No. And they're approaching you though. They want you. Okay, Capricorn? And they're stable. Ooh, we got a bunch. So we have somebody else leaving the picture. Now this might have been somebody that you're immediately drawn to originally, because they're confident, charismatic, fiery, forward, but they're also out of balance. And they could have been a little manipulative, but this whole chapter, this feels for some of you guys, somebody you couldn't get over, you know, or somebody you didn't even realize you were just still holding on to, like maybe they're gonna come back to the picture or something. But you know what? They can just screw off because it's time for this next chapter. You're making space for this slow but steady Knight, okay? Who values stability, who values a job and making money, even if they've still got a little ways to go until they're making what they want to be making. You could be meeting them, they could be in your friend group. You could be meeting them when you're out with friends. I'll tell you this much though, Capricorn, they're going to get along with your friends. Your friends are going to like them. There's really good times to be had. The Three of Cups is very celebratory. Okay. All right. So for my couples, I'm going to put these in the deck, and we're going to get another deck for you guys. We're going to get this deck. Give it a little shuffle and a knock, knock, knock. Ask for those ancestors, guides, spirits, and angels to come through. Please guide this message for my couples and relationship readings. We have healing. We have the six of Swords. And this is the bottom of the deck. I couldn't help but take a peek. We have the Judgment card. So this is major healing. This could be getting over a hump in your communication or therapy. Wheel of Fortune. You are exactly where you need to be in your relationship right now. Even if that's come with some difficulty, ups and downs, what have you. Maybe it hasn't. But Wheel of Fortune is a reminder that you are karmically exactly where your soul wants you to be. We have this meditative card of the Four of Swords, which is this quiet, introspective energy. You might be feeling little bubbles of gratitude. You've worked through some hard shit. The Three of Cups is so fun because there's a sense of, you saw in the last reading with the singles, there's a sense of celebration with it. So, we're heading into the holiday season, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah. And you are probably gearing up for okay, we've kind of passed through some hard stuff. And do we want to have a Christmas party? Do we want to, We have Knight of Pentacles. Justice. I do feel like one of the reasons you're getting so much healing in your relationship is that somebody has kind of righted a wrong or apologized or what have you, with the Justice card coming out with the Knight of Pentacles. Maybe this could be you or somebody else slow to make that adjustment. Maybe it's been something that you guys have been working on for a while. Maybe you went to therapy over it. Maybe you've just been communicating about it. It keeps on coming up in arguments. But they came around, whether it's you or somebody else. This is a little resisting, a little slow, but they came around, and that changed everything. Just being heard, the other person being heard and seen changed everything. And now you're kind of in this positive, awesome place. Tell me more about the Four of Swords. And then we got the Tower, which is big change. And I want to understand what the Tower means in this reading with my Capricorn couples. Okay. So somebody might have, now this could be your person making a fresh offer, but it does feel like for some of you guys, you may have some outside energy, an outside admirer coming forward, and it's not something you're necessarily talking about. Somebody's not talking about, but they know that they are being advanced upon, and it's sending them into a quiet, introspective place. Anything else we need to know about that? The Lover's card. Yeah, there's going to be temptation there. And you might not be, this person, you or your person, might not want any kind of conflict around it because it could be totally harmless. Just take it as a compliment type of thing when that person advances upon you or your person, your husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend. They're not too serious, right? But it's just giving them some perspective, or you some perspective. Yeah, it might be learning something from the experience, but I wouldn't say that it's anything to be worried about. But it does look like there is an outside kind of advance of somebody who's charming, kind of youthful. Could be a musician or an artist, a creative individual, has a lot of charisma, but not sometimes everything to back it up. All right, Tower card. Why do we have this shake-up? Now, this could be a move for some of you, a physical move, or this is just something that's coming to shake things up that you don't expect. Tell us about it. Well, you're going to be getting major perspective. You're going to be definitely a learning experience. It's been something that you've manifested, Capricorn. Strength. So what the hardest part about this is going to be that you're just you can't control it. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. We never really have control. It's all an illusion, right? So it's just going to be highlighted. You're just going to be, it's undeniably like a time where you just have to kind of hold on and let life push you in the right direction. Because the Tower is there to basically force you into the right direction that you aren't doing yourself. And that's for a slew of reasons. We don't take certain courses or directions in our life. And so this is going to be putting you in a positive place. And at first you might feel you're just gonna have to pull out your inner strength to keep an open mind. If there's any disappointment attached to it, I think it's somewhat light. You can move on from it, but you're learning from it. Anything else for my Capricorns and couples? And the Moon card comes out for the second time. We had it before. It's hidden. It's hidden. This thing has been brewing for a while. I do feel like you've manifested it somehow. And now when it appears, it's kind of like, oh, it snuck up on you. Could be anything else. Knight of Swords. I don't think you're talking. There's. Let me see. Please bear with me. I've got Ace of Cups out upside down, the Knight of Swords upside down, and the Lovers. Okay. So this is an offer that is not taken. I don't think it's spoken about, but it definitely rattles one's world a little bit. The Lovers came out again. And the Ace of Cups is upside down. So I think that the perspective that is gained is very valuable. And in some way you've manifested this. I don't think you're talking about it. I don't think you want to shake things up and risk what you've worked for, but Three of Rods. It's gotten you thinking. It was here for that purpose. It got you thinking outside the box. What it feels like is some of you guys get advanced upon. This person's charming, this person's charismatic, and when they make advances, it's flattering and it sucks you in and it's tempting and you're quiet about it. You're not talking about it, and you're thinking, you're contemplating, you're thinking about what are you grateful for and what is the risk and what would that be like and what would it do? Where would it send you? But it shakes you up, but it's not bad. Three of Cups. Seven of Swords in reverse. Yeah, and this, for a lot of you guys, this is going to be somebody who has been a friend or inside your friend group, and they kind of come forward, and it's like they've been putting on a farce a little bit, like, I don't want to be just friends. I want to be more than that. And I think when they reveal that, it's been kind of fun and maybe flirty or crushy. For some of you guys, I think it's just taking you off guard. It's like totally catching you off guard. I don't think that some of you guys even expect this. And you don't do anything necessarily about it, but it does send you, it shakes up your world. Page of Swords. Yeah, so I think you guys do talk. You've gotten Page of Swords in this reading a couple of times and they've been upside down. So I don't think you're necessarily talking to your partner about this, but you're kind of sorting it out on your own. Anyway, that's a very interesting reading. I adore you guys. Thank you for hanging out. And I will have your October readings up soon. And until then, just check out your shorts. They come out every week.